the Pediatric Lounge, a podcast taking you behind the door of the physician's lounge to get a deeper insight into just what docs are talking about today. From the clinically profound to the wonderfully routine and everything in between.
We are asking you to vote on September 13th. It is a critical moment for the specialty of pediatrics, primary care, and maternal infant equitable and inclusive access to care. George and I are strongly endorsing Dr. Sue Kressly for President-elect for the American Academy of Pediatrics. Dr. Kressly has a long-standing commitment to the AAP, serving in various capacities. Her experience within the AAP and her relentless work for children has been exemplary, making her a perfect fit for the role of president-elect. As a retired owner of a thriving pediatric office and former medical director for Office Practicum, she has demonstrated her ability to lead, manage, and inspire others. She has shown a deep understanding of the unique challenges and opportunities we face in pediatrics and has consistently championed initiatives that improve the health and well-being of children. When I evaluate a leader, there are key characteristics that I look for. Number one, they show up. Dr. Kressly has consistently shown up for our profession, the AAP, and most importantly, for our patient. She is dedicated, reliable, and always willing to go the extra mile. Number two, they have hope. Dr. Kressly embodies hope. In every challenge, she sees an opportunity for improvement. Her optimism is infectious and inspires others around her. Number three, they're intentional with their words. Dr. Kressly is thoughtful and precise in her communication. She understands the power of words and uses them to inspire, motivate, and drive change. Number four, they are humble and willing to listen to others. Dr. Kressly remains grounded despite her many accomplishments. She is always open to feedback and ideas from others and is known for her ability to meet people where they are without judgment. Number five, she is of single mind and well-informed that the number one issue to solve immediately is our workforce well-being and sufficient payment and resources for pediatricians, mothers, nurses, and teachers to do their jobs well. In conclusion, Dr. Kressly embodied all the qualities we need in your next president-elect. Please join us in supporting our candidacy. If you do, please email your team and the specialist you have a relationship with. Retweet, repost, and comment below. Most importantly, log into your account for the AAP on September 13th. Vote and show up. Dr. Rogel, would you like to share how Dr. Kressly saved your practice in Long Island, serving 25,000 children, half of them who are on Medicaid?
Yes, Dr. Kressly is truly a great leader. Back in 2016, I knew of Dr. Kressly and Dr. Kressly knew of Dr. Rogel. We never really met in person. And then I had an EHR that I received a message from the CEO, and he told me that, I just want to let you know, I want you to be the first to know that in 6 months, we will be sunsetting our EHR product, which we've been using since 2006, connected with another practice management company. I was on vacation in Maine. I remember it was a Saturday night when I got this email. So I put a question on the SOPM listserv, what's happening? What am I going to do? And I think Dr. Kressly saw the distress. She saw the distress in my writing. And she wrote me back a personal message. Can you call me tonight? Let's talk this out. I must have spent an hour and a half to 2 hours on a Saturday night and then again on a Sunday morning while I was away on vacation. And she was somewhere, I believe she was on vacation too. And she just helped me, talked me through the different scenarios which we can do, what EHRs we should do, what practice management to work with, what integrations we can make to keep our practice going. She did this out of the goodness of her heart just to help me. And she really didn't even know me at that time. She helped walk me through it. She invited me to their headquarters, showed me the product. And then, fast forward 7 years later, the machine is still running better than ever. I always call what we used to have with all the integrations, we called it the RBK Pediatrics Titanic. It was very big, very sophisticated, but very hard to maneuver and adjust. And now with the new products and with Dr. Kressly's help to develop these products, I call it the RBK Starship Enterprise. You know, new journeys with a new crew, new culture, new team, and new technologies. So Dr. Kressly has my vote. We'll have the link at the bottom. And please click on it. It'll go directly to the website and vote yourselves. Thank you, Dr. Kressly.
Dr. Rogo, that's a heartwarming story, but it's not an unusual story about Dr. Kressly. If you talk to Dr. Wani in Rochester, New York, she'll tell you how Dr. Kressly uplifted her and promoted her at the PMI conference on her passion about compassionate care and careful communication. If you talk to Dr. Carla in Pennsylvania, she'll tell you how many times Dr. Seuss picked up the phone to answer a question. If you talk to people in Buffalo, they will tell you the same. If you're talking to people in Cleveland, or you talk to people in Columbus, Ohio, they all have stories to share, how she has always picked up the phone, been the friend that shows up when you're most in need. So I urge you, we need to stand up together. We need to stand up for our kids. We need to do better than we're doing in this country. Please log in and vote. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. This has been a production of the Pediatric Lounge. On the show notes, you will find links to our co-host and other important notes, as well as a timetable of the topics discussed today. Don't forget to follow us on social media and subscribe to wherever you listen to your podcast. Leave us a great review, as it helps us greatly. In the meantime, we will see you next week. The Pediatric Lounge. The conversations are not intended as medical advice, and the opinions expressed are solely those of the host and the guest.